You've seen it. You've been there firsthand. Multiple deployments, many countries. You've been in hot LZs, as they say. When you look up now, and you look at what's happening with the state of the American military or the way we're dealing with terror and terrorists, tell me your thoughts.
It's just unrecognizable, both our foreign policy and even at home. Under the previous administration, we don't talk about ISIS that much right now, thank God. And there's a reason for that. It's because we had really strong America first foreign policies. As both a United States Marine and later as a Navy SEAL officer, we had great support from the leadership, both politically and within the military. And wherever we saw ISIS flags, we were able to prosecute and eliminate them relatively quickly from the face of the earth. Juxtapose that to this administration now, not only have we had a resurgence of terrorism, but it's not even abroad. We've had 2 terrorist attempts on our homelands in the last month that a lot of the mainstream press really isn't getting through to the American people. And you have Hamas flags popping up all over college campuses. That's very concerning.
Yeah, and a Chechen national shot dead by one of your colleagues outside his home in Virginia, I believe it was. And you had an attack by a Mexican national and another attack trying to make access to Marine bases here in the United States. You don't hear the mainstream media talking about it because they don't want to admit that the open border policies are dangerous to this country, Adam. They're deadly. And look, nobody is going to be surprised, nobody that's paying attention, if there was a terrorist attack on American soil today, a significant terrorist attack. I don't mean a van trying to drive through a gate at a Marine base. I mean something big. You wouldn't be surprised by it at all today, would you?
No, sir. I'm glad you bring up those 2 vignettes because that's exactly what I'm talking about. And people need to know that, as a special operations, military planner and mission commander, you don't plan things in one vein. You always, we would say, dual prime all of our charges. That those 2 Jordanians that were caught, one through Mexico, one through an expired student visa, that were trying to enter the Marine Corps base, they were conducting what we call reconnaissance. And that's the most dangerous part of any operation is the recce, the reconnaissance before you do the actual big event. We don't know, at least publicly, what they were trying to plan. But what I do know
for a layman, if I may, Adam, for a layman, you're saying it was a test run. They were just jabbing to see if there was a soft enough spot to get in, and now they make plans based on how it was practice, is what you're saying.
It's not practice, it's information gathering so you can make your plan. So the reconnaissance is you are trying to find out the information so you can actually make your plan that involves your action, what we call the actions on. But that's the so what. And that was likely a terrorist plot. I mean, look, they had an Amazon truck. They're going in under the false pretenses of delivering goods. Thank God that the Marine gate guards had the wherewithal to be like, this does not smell right. And usually, if it's a tourist or somebody driving on base, they just turn somebody around and kick them back out. They were suspicious enough where the guards are like, this is really weird. They actually apprehended them. So hopefully we're getting some good intelligence. But the American people, it took 3 months before it was released by the administration, maybe for good reason, because we were hopefully gaining intelligence on those people. But it was 3 weeks before we even were admitted that we caught terrorists. And even now there hasn't been a all hands call like nationally, like, hey, by the way, we've caught 2 terrorists. One of them was on a terrorist watch list.
Right.
And, oh, by the way, as you pointed out, it's all tied together. We have 10 million people that we have inside our borders right now. Again, for sure, some of those people are trying to do that plan.
There's